Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, along our broadcast tonight on RSN, your exclusive home of Pottsville Apache football. It is week 0, which I guess week 0 on the AAA calendar means you only get to count it if you win. Otherwise, you didn't play, right?
Well, it's either that or a goose egg, Steve, but we'll take it. And what a great, beautiful night that we have here at John Needham Stadium.
Yeah, no, it's not too terribly hot, a little bit warm, but not like other places and games we have experienced. We're going to kick it off with about an 89-degree temperature. Our winds are calm, so that means the wind chill index will be 89. It'll be the Pottsville Apaches taking on the Elks of Elkins. The Elks are in the 1-4A conference this year. That is predominantly Northwest Arkansas, if memory serves. Isn't that up there where Prairie Grove and well, let's see, Pea Ridge moved up, didn't they? Or did Prairie Grove move up?
I'm not for sure, Steve.
Well, me either. shows you how close attention I'm paying. But Elkins always has a great tradition of football. They've had, I understand, 6 or 7 young men who moved in from Fayetteville. And what I understand has happened in Northwest Arkansas, and I'm getting this from a fan, so if it's wrong, I apologize. But I understand that Fayetteville only has one junior high playing football. So a bunch of the guys who ended up, second, third, fourth string there weren't going to get to play. So not only did Elkins reap the benefits, he also had Prairie Grove and several other places pick up a lot of move-ins. So they kind of distributed some of that talent.
Yeah.
All right, I'm Stephen Glenn. Jim Huffman with me tonight. And, Jim, how you feeling this evening? You ready to play a little bit?
Hey, Steve, put me in, Coach. I am ready to get out there, but unfortunately, I will probably just stay in the press box tonight and get to provide a little color. But it looks like we have our captains lined up.
Yeah, we got Alex Moats, one captain. The other one is Cameron Teeter, and also Isaac Cox, who does not look like he's going to be playing this evening.
Yeah.
Does not look like a uniform to me. What do you think?
Well, I'm not for sure.
Okay, so for the Elks, they will send out Stephen Holland as one captain. The other captain is Zanuel Martin. And let's see, I believe Landon Hanley is the other captain. Landon Haney, I should say. Boy, Haney, you think I'd get that right, as many as they had come through Atkins,
right? Oh,
gosh,
man, how many times did we call Haney in the early years?
Yeah, no joke. Speaking of that, Justin Smith, our video producer, tells me this is the 20th year of Pottsville Apache football.
Yep, I remember. It started in 2002. That was the year I landed as the pastor at Pottsville First Baptist Church.
Okay, well, congratulations on your 20 years there.
Yeah, so football and the preacher have been here together.
I wish, rest his soul, I wish Phil Collins had a chance to see what the program has been built into.
Yes.
I know he'd be very proud of it. The facilities that the young men have, the fan support, and Coach Collins is who got this started, so let's not forget him as we celebrate 20 years.
Yep.
And I think this is our 15th year.
It is our 15th year to broadcast, Steve, and, man, it seems like yesterday.
It does. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Well, and it's funny, of course, after all these years, we don't remember all the games and all the road trips, but as I was thinking, it's 91 or 92 degrees here. I recall not so many years ago opening up in Atkins.
Oh, gosh.
And it was like 127 degrees in the press box or something.
Yeah, everybody had an air conditioner in the press box except
the visiting team.
The visiting radio guys.
Yep. That figures. And I really thought we were both going to dehydrate. I mean, I was serious. I thought we were hurting. I wasn't sure I was going to get down off those stands. Well, they've had the opening toss. Pottsville won the toss. They have elected to defer to the second half. I would assume the Elks want to put their offense out onto the field first.
Yeah.
Couple of interesting names for the Elks I think you're going to enjoy. I bet you never thought you'd get to broadcast a game that Dizzy Dean played in.
Dizzy Dean, no. Steve, that's the first. That's a good one.
He is one of their quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure he will see action tonight, but I can't help but wonder if his name is actually Jay Hanna.
Well, I don't know, but I kind of wonder if Dizzy and Daffy?
Well, funny that you mention that. Dizzy's brother wears number 88. He is Stone Dean.
Wow. There you go.
But we may work a Daffy in there or not. Now, not many folks still alive that were around when Daffy was playing for the Cardinals, but he did not care for that name. he much preferred his regular name. So
Jaden is 29, not 23.
So we have a roster change. All right.
I believe number 29. Jaden Harris, and so you have it correct,
right?
But they have it wrong on here.
Okay, that's a printed roster.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Well then they'll have it correct then on the press box too, because I sent Coach Lee a copy of what I made this from.
Okay.
So I think he's all right.
Okay.
And if he gets the name wrong the first time, you can blame me. I'll take the hit on that one. Speaking of taking the hit, we have both teams out there ready to crank up the 2022 football season. A season I understand that by much of the media, we are actually picked to win the 4-4A conference.
You know, Steve, I heard a little bit of the Drive Time Sports with Barry Groom speaking, and he was talking highly about the Pottsville Apaches tonight.
Right. Well, you know, with the big change in the 4-4A, of course, we pick up Bauxite. They're always good. CAC is normally pretty good. Of course, the traditional opponent of Lamar. And Clinton, the Yellow Jacket, always pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm glad the Jackets are coming here this year. I'm never in a big hurry to go back to the site of my electrocution.
No, it's kind of shocking in Clinton. That's a long story. That's one of the many stories that we've enjoyed broadcasting together over the last 15 years.
Yep, it's good to see you back again, Brother Jim. It's always a pleasure. Looks like Brian Sanchez will be handling the kicking chores for the Apaches. And since we have video on the game, I don't have to tell you that the Apaches will be moving right to left on offense in the first quarter, right? Let's see who's back deep. Oh, he's got to turn my way. As Pottsville has their special team lined up. So number 5?
Yeah, number 5 is on the left side.
Okay, Aiden Williams on one side. And we will see how Sanchez's kick goes. He's kicking from the right hash, and it's going to be a sky kick. It did not go 10 yards. Elkins did field it, though. Coming up to make the catch is Landon Martin. Martin at the 41-yard line. He got tackled immediately on the 41.
Yeah, good coverage that time on that pooch kick.
I believe that was Austin Mullinax that got up to make the stop. So let's see who the Elks send out as their starting QB. It is going to be the aforementioned Dizzy Dean. He will be in a shotgun, I would think, of some form. Deshaun Chairs is in the backfield. My understanding of the scouting report is we'll call his name a bunch. Trips to the left. This is a pistol formation. One right out to the near side. That's Williams coming in motion. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep, turning left at the 40. Heads to the sideline at the 42 to the 43-yard line. Williams, the ball carrier, gets stopped on the far sideline.
Steve, I think it might have been number 18 on the tackle. Was that or 19?
Well, Draxton Mediano or Gittinger in on the stop. Pick up his 3, 2nd and 7. Penalty flags fly on the snap. My guess is somebody was not set. It is game 1. It is illegal procedure, false start against the offense. In fact, I think it might have been on the wideout on the near side, the ball carrier from the last play, Williams. I think he might have took a step first. So that'll wipe out the gain and make it 2nd down and 12. Trips right, one wide out to the left. The Apaches shifting their line. Slot formation, too, so you have 4 eligible receivers on the right side. They're going to give it to Chairs, and Chairs is met right at the exchange at the 40-yard line for no gain.
I think that was Sanchez on the tackle.
Yep, you're right. Sanchez there on the hit. I think Aiden Peterson might have got a helmet in there as well. Bring up 3rd down and 10. Aiden Williams is the wide out to the near side of the field. Ball is on the left hash at the 40. Quick snap. Dean back to pass. Looking over the middle now under pressure. And he gets away from one potential tackler. Now here comes more Apaches. Block in the back goes uncalled. Pass is intended at the 50-yard line. Falls incomplete. Good defensive play by the Apache secondary. Eli Atkins was there to knock that away. He had man coverage on this side, and he played it perfectly.
Hey, I'm telling you, those Apaches, man, they were in the swarm formation that time, Steve. They were everywhere, all over the quarterback, all over the receivers. Great defensive stand for the Apaches.
And I'm supposed to be sitting here keeping a stat sheet, and I forgot all about it. So, like I say, it's the first game of the year. Back to kick for the Elks is Landon Haney. He appeared to have a pretty strong leg in pregame warm-ups. I watched those sorts of things. But, again, first punt of the year, you never know for sure. They bring a motion man right to left. They wouldn't fake this, would they? No, Haney kicks it with the left foot. high boot, not terribly long, goes out of bounds at the 39-yard line. The Apaches will take over 1st and 10 at the 39. So good defensive stand by the Apaches.
Yep. Let's see what our offense can do, Steve.
We'll come out in the flex bone. This is our second year in the flex bone. I was thinking about this coming in, walking to the stadium. I need to ask Coach Jones sometime what actually is the flex of the flex bone. I guess it gives you the flexibility to go either direction because of the way the formation starts. But I do not know that. I believe Eli Nason will be our starting quarterback. And Trip Price is going to open up right away at running back spot. He's a good one. Fullback is Villarreal. Bryson had good preseason camp. So you're in the flex bone formation, which means you have a wing on one side, a tight end off the line of scrimmage on the other. They're going to give it to Villarreal, the fullback, up the gut, crosses the 48, may have got to the 49, but no further. I said we started, the 49, so the line of scrimmage was actually the 48. I wrote that down wrong. My apologies. Forward progress to the 49. Pickup of about a yard. 2nd down and long as Nason has the call.
Yeah, Steve, I got that first snap jitters out of the way now, so just get ready for this next play.
Yep. Coming out wide to the near side is Landon McNeely, another McNeely wearing 33.
It's good to see.
Villarreal, the back in the backfield, the flex bone, one wide out to the right. Now they send Trip Price in motion, and I think he started up the field before he went in motion. I say that was actually Nico Ibarra, the motion man. There was a penalty flag.
It might have been offside, Steve.
Well, it could have been that too. The officials are going to talk about it. The man in the white hat tells us that the penalty is false start on the Apaches. So that is a 5-yard penalty. So it should be at the 44-yard line after the penalty. 2nd down and about 14. I think Ibarra, he was the motion man coming in rocket motion, but I think he took a step forward and then went in motion.
Yep.
At least that's kind of what I saw. Like you say, it's game number 1, right?
Yep.
Jackson first splits out wide to the left. He is the only wide receiver in the formation. Motion man comes right to left, and Nason reading the defense, and he gets buried in the backfield. What a good play by Mason Allen coming up to make the stop for a loss. So early on, both defenses looking good.
Steve, they are. I mean, that time everybody for the Elkins team, they stayed in their lane, stayed in their gap, and made a good play.
Well, it's tough as a quarterback when you get the snap and turn left and you're wanting to run the option, and there's 3 guys from the other team standing right there.
Yep.
That pretty much covers everything. 3rd down and long coming for the Apaches, 3rd and 15 from their own 42. Pottsville sends a motion man right to left. Toss sweep coming to Ibarra, and he gets tripped up just as he heads to the sideline and stopped at the 43-yard line. Tackle was made by Mason Allen again. We've already called his name twice. It's going to move the ball to the 44-yard line maybe, pickup of about 2 on the play. And I believe the Apaches are going to go into punt formation.
Yeah. But do they fake it here?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
It is 4th and 14. You wouldn't think Elkins would be expecting it. The kick is on the way. It's a low-line drive taken at the 25-yard line and stacked up at the 26, going absolutely nowhere. You can blow the whistle there, Mr. Official. He's down. Colby Stevenson got down to cover the play along with Logan Tatro. Good coverage by Pottsville.
Great coverage that time. Shout out to the special teams.
Amen.
Good. Yeah.
Let's see here. So it'll be Elkins football. 1st and 10. Where do they actually mark progress to? The 20, 27?
I think so, Steve.
1st and 10 from the 27. Is Dean still the quarterback? Well, we've got a stoppage of play here. The official stop play. Yeah, that's Dean's in the backfield. He's going to have trips to the right side. That's Stephen Holland, the wideout. The slot man is going to be Williams. Another baseball name, Josiah Betancourt, is in the slot on the near side. Well, did they just respot the ball, or was there a penalty or something? They're at the 27-yard line. Just wanted to respot it. That's all that was. So 1st and 10 coming for the Elks. Quarterback Dean, empty backfield, takes the snap. Got to get rid of it in a hurry. Flanker screen to the left side is complete. Across the 30, headed up the left sideline to the 35-yard line. That'll pick up about 8 yards to Deshaun Chairs.
Yeah, I believe that was Bryson Villarreal on the tackle.
And they're going to spot him just short of the 35. In fact, actually right on top of the 34-yard line, so a pickup of 7. Elks have it, motion man right to left, and the pass is going to be complete. Another flanker screen on the far side. Dean's complete. Do we have a late flag come in on this?
Yeah, we did, Steve. They threw it there about the 40-yard line.
That was right where the initial contact was made, so I won't even speculate on this one. But the penalty flag is right on the 40, as you told me. And we'll wait for the man in the white hat to tell us what's going on. Just a couple of ticks outside of 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Both teams have held the ball, have had possessions. This is the best offense we've seen so far.
Yeah.
The call is face mask on Pottsville. So the pass completion will move the ball to the 35, something like that.
Yeah.
And then the penalty will move it to the Apache side of the field, the 46-yard line. Boy, that's a big face mask call there, isn't it?
That was. That 15-yard variety is never good.
Elks want to get going. The official a little slow catching up to the play. A tempo offense, if you will, for Elkins. Now they say it's ready to go. High snap, but a good job by Dean pulling it down. He's going to keep it himself up the left hash mark to the 40-yard line. Drug down at the 40 by Carter Gittinger.
Yeah.
Carter Gittinger making the stop.
Steve, I wanted to say he slid into the 40-yard. Dizzy Dean slid into the 40-yard line.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Dean takes the snap. Elkins in a hurry. Draw play straight up the middle. Crosses the 35. Up the left hash to the 30-yard line was Chairs. And that's going to be another first down for the Elks. Again, Carter Gittinger making the stop. Forward progress is actually the 32-yard line, 31-yard line. Pickup of 11. Again, quick snap. Rolling to the right is Dean. Looking, has a man short. It is complete to Aiden Williams. He is at the 23-yard line. Hit immediately at the 23, but that's still a pickup of 8. Bo Ade making the stop.
Yeah, Steve, this Elkins offensive unit, they are finding their rhythm right now.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. They have definitely found a rhythm here as they have it 1st and 10 at the Apache 22 on the right hash. Dean takes the snap, back to pass, looking left the whole time. Now comes back to the post route, which is open but incomplete in the end zone. It wasn't wide open. Dean had to put a little touch on that ball and ended up overthrowing the receiver. There was room there to fit it in, but it would have had to have been a perfect pass.
Yep.
So it'll be 3rd down and a yard. Good time for them to take a shot at the Apache 22-yard line. Wonder if Dean will keep it or if he'll give it to Chairs, the single back in the backfield. 2 wideouts to the left. Yeah, read option and stopped in the backfield. No gain on that play. Chairs was the ball carrier. I want to say that was Logan Tatro that made the stop.
I think so.
Nope, Bo Ade, my mistake. That play actually lost a yard. So it's back to the 24, 4th down and a little over a yard. The Elks are going to go for it. And I would imagine they'll give it to Chairs again, or they may just fake it to him and let Dean keep it. They're getting the call from the sideline. Play clock still has plenty of time with a no huddle. High snap, Dean brings it down, sees running room. He's going to have the first down as he crosses the 20 to the 19-yard line, going over the left side. Ade again on the stop, but didn't quite get there in time. Good blocking by the left side of the Elks offensive line, by the way.
Yeah, big number 58.
Yep.
Leading the way.
Yep, Kobe Leslie got out there with a nice seal block on the left side. Sealed off the pursuit and allowed his running back to pick up a first down. 1st and 10 Elks from the 19. Short side left, wide side right. Dean with a shotgun snap, rolling the pocket to the right, throws it on the out route, incomplete in the end zone. Penalty flag is going to come in. I believe that was Tyler Davis in on the coverage and looked like he pushed the Elks receiver, but it looked like it was about the time the ball got there.
Well,
we'll see.
That was one of those that could have went either way. I was hoping it would have went our way.
Yeah. Pass interference to call. I guess he pushed him a little too soon. Can't really argue with the official. He was right on top of the play. And we don't have the best of angles looking that direction.
I don't know. I guess the old defensive back's coming out in me. That's one thing I never did do. I never pass interfered with anybody. Thus says the former cornerback.
And of course I'm seeing this through Apache eyes, but that was kind of a nitpicky call.
Yeah, it was. It was.
So the mark-off will move the ball down to the 10-yard line, just inside the 10. So it'll be first down and goal to go. Mix up on the exchange. The Chairs comes out with it, takes it up the middle, gets inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Picks up 5 on the play. Tackle made by the Apaches, Brian Sanchez. This offensive line for the Elks opening up some holes. First and goal to go. They're going to give it to Chairs, trying the right side, and there to greet him was Tripp Price right in the hole. Welcome to varsity football, Tripp Price.
Yes, sir.
That play actually will lose yardage back to the 6-yard line. 13th play of the drive coming up. I thought we were the ball control offense. Into the game for the Elks, bringing the play is Josiah Betancourt. Let's see if he's any relationship to Raphael. Motion man left to right. Dean takes the snap. He's rolling in the direction of the motion, looking for the out route. Has a man. Did he get a foot down? I think he did. He did. That is a touchdown. Touchdown for the Elks in the end zone. That pass went to Betancourt, who brought the play into the game. So on lucky 13, the 13th play of the drive, it is Dean to Betancourt on the pass. Dean is going to be the holder, or no, he's going to be the kicker. I'm sorry, I did not see him kick in warm-ups. Holding for the Elks is Stephen Holland. Snap is a good one, but the kick is blocked. I believe coming through to block that kick for the Apaches was Colton Cole, number 22. That could sometimes haunt you.
Boy, it can, Steve, man. Once again, special teams came through.
So with 5:13 left to go in the first quarter, it is the Elks 6, Pottsville nothing. We're back after this 30-second timeout. Pottsville falls behind 6-0. A 6-yard touchdown pass from Dizzy Dean to Josiah Betancourt. Point after attempt was blocked by the Apaches. So 5 minutes, 13 seconds left to play in the quarter. The Elks in their road white uniforms, purple helmets, purple numbers. We'll see if they choose to kick it deep. I believe it's Hanley, the kicker. The run-up, high short kick, going to be taken at the 15-yard line on the near sideline. Return toward the middle to the 20. At the 22-yard line, big tackle, R.J. Swain on the return. Swain's return, though, upended at the 20-yard line, where Pottsville will have it 1st and 10. Yeah. Oh. Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory at the 20-yard line.
Well, RJ getting a little of that first game experience in, and so we know he can take a hit and get back up.
Got upended on that one. That was tough. Nason leads the offense to the line of scrimmage, has Villarreal in the backfield. And one wide out to the left, out of the flex bone. Motion man comes right to left, then he stops. Nason takes the snap, turns right, tosses it to the Villarreal, comes up the right sideline, crosses the 30, across the 35, made a good move there at the 35 to get close to the 40-yard line. Villarreal with a nice run. His blocking got him about 10 yards, and then he picked up 5 more on his own after a nice move. He'll pick up unofficially to the 38-yard line, which will be a pickup of 18. You like 18 yards on first down?
Yes, you do, Steve. Every time. We'll take it every time.
I tend to agree, actually. So 1st and 10 Apaches. That was the first down brought to you by Heirloom Legal. The first Apache first down. Quick snap, fake it to the fullback. Nason reads it, keeps it, turns the corner at the 40, gets ahead to the 45 to the 47-yard line. Nason with a nice pickup. Tackle was made by John Townsend, but that is another Heirloom Legal first down. Pickup of 11.
Yeah, Pottsville's found a little bit of that rhythm too, Steve. That's what we needed.
So both teams' second offensive possession looking much better than the first. They actually spot the ball at the 49-yard line, so 1st and 10. Jackson Furr is the only wide out on the formation. He comes to the wide side left. Out of the flex bone, motion man goes right to left. Toss sweep coming for Ibarra. He has running room across midfield to the Elk side at the 40, then driven out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Another Heirloom Legal first down.
Good looking run that time by Ibarra.
Tackle made, I want to say Allen made the stop, but I'm not 100% sure. Ball is at the plus 36, now on the Elkins side of the field. Ball is on the right hash. 1st and 10 from the 36. 3:57 to go in the first quarter. Elkins leading 6-0. Pottsville on the drive. From the flex bone formation. Further wide out to the left. Is that McNeely in the backfield? We have a timeout called by Pottsville as the play clock was running down. Timeout on the field, 3:57 to go. Quarter number 1, 6-0 Elks. Back in 1 minute.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome back to Pottsville Apache football. Our 15th year broadcasting Apache football, but for a couple of 3 years there, Brother Jim, you were unavailable. I got a nice note on my Facebook page today from Paul Rickman reminding me that the Tomahawk, Thomas Rickman, will be looking down, taking care of us on the broadcast tonight. I missed the Tomahawk. Give us to Villarreal. Trap blocking straight up the middle. Crosses the 30 to the 25. Still fighting as Villarreal down to the 21-yard line. Did somebody say power football?
Yeah, how about a fullback, Steve?
Yep. Heirloom Legal service first down for the Apaches at the Elks 21. Pickup of 15. 15 yards in a cloud of AstroTurf.
Well, I can tell you one thing about Coach Russ. In his scheme of offense, you can call it whatever you want to, but there's going to be a fullback.
And we are much better when the fullback runs as hard as Villarreal has so far this year. Further wide out to the left, 1st and 10 at the Elks 32. Motion man coming to the left to right. That's Cutter Boyce in motion, and he's met right in the backfield. Well, Coach Lee says that was Eli Atkins carrying the ball. But not 100% sure. I do know this, it only picked up about a yard. How's that? Down to the 20-yard line.
Steve, what do you think about the gold helmets? That's a change this year.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. We have the traditional Apache logo on one side and then the player's number on the other, which I think is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I ran into Coach Russ back in the summer, and he told me a little change-up about that, and I thought, hey, that's going to look good.
Landon McNeely's in the game, and he's lined up wide to the left. Motion man left to right. Quarterback Nason reads it, turns the corner, has plus yards at the 15, makes a man miss at the 10, gets down to the 5-yard line. That's going to be another heirloom legal 1st and 10. Pick up a 15 yards on the play.
All right. And Steve, knock, knock. Who's there? The Apaches.
That's right, at the 4-yard line in the Point S Tire red zone. At the 4-yard line, 1st and goal to go for the Apaches. So that was actually a pickup of 16. Boy, Nason read that perfectly. And once he decided to run, the Elks had no luck tackling him. Play clock down to 14. The Apaches have time as they split out Furr wide to the left. Villarreal in the backfield, out of the flex. Nason brings the offense set, and a penalty flag flies. Boy, that's what you do not want to see in the red zone. Unless it might be on the Elks. But I think this is probably – oh, it is offside. Huh.
Well, so, I didn't see that. Did you?
Well, I'm not sure how you have offside before the ball is snapped. I mean, if you lined up in the neutral zone, you got to snap the ball before it's offside, right? Yeah. I'm not sure what that was. But that's okay. We'll take the 2 yards.
Yes.
So it will be 1st and goal to go from the 2-yard line now. I'll get Coach Lee to explain that offside to me. He's used to getting me out of trouble. Nason up under center on the 1st and goal play. They're going to give it to Villarreal. Gets hit in the backfield, spins away from the initial contact. He is into the end zone over the right side for a touchdown, Pottsville. Royce Heating and Air, Pottsville Apache touchdown.
There we go.
Evens the game at 6.
First score of the year.
And on to attempt the point after for the Apaches. Charlie Garon in to attempt the point after. The snap is down. The kick is on the way. Partially blocked, but Garon powered it through. I think Elk got a hand on it, but he powered it through nonetheless out of the hold of Tyler Davis. And we have a new score with 1:57 to go in the first quarter. It is Pottsville 7, the Elk 6, back in 30 seconds.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
And welcome back. The Pottsville Apaches have an 8-play, 80-yard drive, 7-yard touchdown run, and the point after gives the Apaches the 7-6 lead. As the Apaches prepare the Dr. K orthodontist kickoff from right to left. We appreciate Dr. K bringing you this kickoff. We hope we get to call that name a lot for kickoffs. Brian Sanchez handles the kicking chore. He kicks it high and short to the right side, and it's caught by the Apaches. You can't advance it, but it will be Pottsville ball at the 45-yard line. What a play by Colton Cole. As he recovers the onside kick in the air, it was just like Sanchez threw it to him.
It was, Steve, it looked like Willie Mays catching it over his head. That's what it looked like.
Looked like a basket catch, didn't it? All right. Oh, now what's the flag going to be? Or did it not go 10 yards? We'll see what the penalty is. Yep. Let's see. The officials are talking about it. And the Apaches step away from them wisely. There's some discussion on what the call is because actually we have 4 officials gathered up right at the 45-yard line. Well, the Elks are going back to the sideline, so this may not have been a legal catch. But you kick it off at the 45, right? Mm-hmm. And the penalty flag is at the 45 inside of it, so that's 10 yards plus.
Yep.
Well, now the White Hats walking in no particular big hurry toward the center of the field. 2 other judges are still talking. One other's on the far side talking to Coach Zach Watson of the Elks. I would be extremely happy if they would indicate something. Oh, they're going to wave this off, aren't they?
You gotta be kidding
Oh, my goodness. Do you have your replay function up? Oh, they're calling it offside. No, catch interference. Well, how do you have catch interference where there's nobody from the other team within 5 yards of the ball?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Is that going out on the broadcast? Or is this just closed circuit? We're getting a closed circuit replay here. High kick. Oh, there's no interference with anybody near the ball. Well, nonetheless, Chairs takes the handoff for the Elks, turns the corner at midfield, up the left sideline across the 40, and the 36-yard line, and driven out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Boy, that's a bad break for Pottsville, I'm telling you. You can't – you have to have somebody near the ball before it's interfering with a catch.
Yep.
It seems to me. You know, hard to interfere with a ghost.
Well, they do have Dizzy Dean. Okay.
Yep. So the ball carrier is a first down. They give it to Chairs again. He goes up the middle, crosses the 35-yard line, gets inside to the 34 before he is stacked up by the linebacking core of the Pottsville Apaches.
Well,
tackle is made by Tate Cobb coming up in run support. Get down to the 34-yard line, pick up a 2. Second down and 8. Elks football. Dean takes the snap, gives it to Chairs, and he's met in the backfield. That might have been Tripp Price that got there, although I'm not sure. No, that was Nico Ibarra who got there. My bad.
Yeah, and you had the big number 76, Steve, was
Yep.
all.
Yep. Are you sure about that? I don't have a 76. It sure is.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize, Mom and Dad. I don't have a 76 on the roster I was given. Dean back to pass, looking to his left, has a man, but knocked out of the hands of the intended receiver, his brother Stone Dean, at the 30-yard line. And I believe that was Nico Ibarra in coverage. Or, excuse me, that was Colton Cole, number 22, in coverage. So it'll bring up fourth down. And it looks like the Elks are going to go for this. It's going to be 4th down and 7 on a possession the Elks really shouldn't have. The quarterback Dean in the backfield. 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Pottsville leads this game 7-6. It's no hurry. Play clock's still at 10 seconds. Dean takes the snap. Pottsville comes on a blitz. There's a hold in the backfield. Quarterback Dean is buried at the 48-yard line. The pass falls incomplete. It was intended for Deshaun Chairs. He had good coverage. And Landon McNeely, number 33, came on the blitz, or was he in coverage?
No. He was the blitzer, Steve.
Okay, so Landon McNeely came through. He put a ton of pressure on the Elks, and they will turn it over on downs. So Pottsville's defense steps up there under a tough situation. 42 seconds left to go. That play only took 5 seconds. Oh, well. Pottsville football. They'll take over at the previous line of scrimmage, which is their own 33-yard line. So I got to say kudos to the Apache defense. They could have got down a little bit because of the bad break on the call, but they didn't. They stood up and made a stop. It gives the ball back to the offense, who was hot. Nason has the offense set at the 33 on the right hash. Turns left after the snap, gives it to the fullback. Villarreal spins in the hole, gets across the 40. The 45 makes a man miss at midfield. He's to the 46-yard line. Another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches, and Bryson Villarreal just powering through Elks.
Hey, I believe he brought his A game tonight, Steve.
Yeah, I would have to say so. Pickup of 20 to the 47-yard line. Actually, 24 on the gain. But the Apaches, after another heirloom legal first down, on the move again. 18 seconds left to go. I don't know if we'll get another snap off or not. Jackson Furr goes wide to the right. We do have a wide out to the left. I think that's McNeely again. Motion is right to left. Nason takes the snap, turns right, keeps it all the way and has room. Gets across the 41 to the 40, just inside the 40-yard line where he was tripped up. But that's still going to be a pickup of about 6 on the play. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So after one, the Pottsville Apaches leading the Elks by a score of 7-6. We're back in 1 minute.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
So at the end of the first quarter of play, Pottsville leading 7-6 on the made point after, and a good defensive stand on fourth down. And the ground game of the Apache Flexbone has been very effective after the first possession. And that's got to be really impressive, because if you look at the Elks defensive line, they've got some big fellows down there.
Well, they do, Steve.
Ethan Nesser's big man. Stone Dean is a big fella. Got a true run stopper right up the middle. All right, here we go after the timeout. Second down from the 40-yard line. Counter give to the right side. That's Pottsville's Nico Ibarra running over Elks. Can you run over an elk? Got up the right side to the 35, and it will be another heirloom legal first down.
Well, I know Grandma got run over by a reindeer, so I'm sure you get run over by an elk maybe. I don't know.
Oh, scored the touchdown? Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking with Justin Smith. All right, it was, where's some discussion here. It was Bryson Villarreal, and he was able to go back and check on the replay thanks to Cole Construction and confirm that. Give us to the fullback up the right side. He gets inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. So Villarreal, the ball carrier, gets down to the 30-yard line. Oh, okay. All right, Justin Smith got a explanation on the interference, and it's a rule I had never heard of. Second down and 5 coming. We'll tell you that here in just a minute. Pottsville at the Elks 30-yard line. Nason has Villarreal in the backfield. They've actually moved the right side tight end over a step, and they're going to give it to Price on the counter. He has running room, turns it up inside the left tight end, gets across the 30 to the 25, down to the 20 to the 19-yard line. You're going to hear us call the name Trip Price a whole bunch over the next 3 years, Lord willing.
Well, Steve, like I said, you talk about a super sophomore. Trip Price is one of the many that we have on this team.
That is another heirloom legal first down. Price gets the ball to the 19 of the Elks. 10.5 to go in the second quarter. Pottsville leads 7-6. It's getting a little dark here at John Needham Stadium. Pottsville comes to the line of scrimmage, which is the Elks 19 with a 1st and 10. Eli Nason with 4 on the play clock, gets the snap in time. He'll pull it out himself on the option, turns to the left at the 18, and then gets driven back by a herd of Elks.
Dun-dun-dun.
You know, I've been waiting for that the whole game.
You were waiting for that one, Steve.
Yeah, yes,
well,
and if Elk fans are watching and listening, my apologies. I know that's hardly original.
A herd of Elks.
A herd of Elks.
Yeah. How about a tribe of Apaches?
The tribe of Apaches,
yeah.
That's right. Okay, you can boo me off the stage.
A gander
now.
or goose.
That's right.
Or geese.
That's right. Million out-of-work comedians, and you people get to listen to me, huh?
Yeah.
It's a Pottsville second down coming at the Elk 18-yard line. Motion man starts right to left, changes direction. Nason with the toss in the backfield, crosses the 15 to the 14-yard line. Outside of the hash, Nico Ibarra running hard. He got back the yards lost on the play plus some. as the ball is spotted right at the 14-yard line. So it will be 3rd down and 5. I would assume this is 4-down territory, Jim, or do you kick the field goal?
Or
just pick up the first down.
Yeah, that's right. And let's just don't worry about it. Let's find the end zone.
That's right. And I still haven't forgotten. I promised you an explanation on that kick interference, and I will get to it. Try to get to it after this play. 3rd down and 5 for the Apaches at the 14. Toss sweep coming to the right, inside the 14, to the 10, to the 5. Driven out of bounds close to the end zone. Did he get there?
Nope.
No signal. Nope, they're going to mark him out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. But that's still going to be a 1st and 10. Was that Ibarra, the ball carrier?
Ibarra. It sure was, number 25.
Ibarra, the ball carrier. He picks up another heirloom legal 1st and 10 as the Apaches have the ball in the Point S Tire red zone, knocking on the door. Actually going to mark him out of bounds at the 3, so the pickup was 11. Boy, that was just straight power, too. There was no misdirection or anything. It's here we come, stop us if you can. And they did, finally, after a pickup of 11. 1st and goal to go in the Point S Tire red zone. Ball is on the right side, open field left, single coverage there. Motion comes left to right. Nason fumbles the snap, got back on top of it, though. The loss is going to be back to the 7-yard line. The kick interference, we got an explanation from the field. According to the officials, a onside kick has to touch the ground before the kicking team can recover it.
Okay.
Now, I know it's not that way in college or in the pros because I've seen that play go for a touchdown. But I thought you could recover it. I didn't think you could advance it. But nonetheless, loss of 4 on the play. 2nd and goal to go from the 7. Villarreal, the only back in the backfield. Toss sweep coming to the near side. Elkins defended it well. Nice spin move in the hole was Ibarra. He got inside the 5 to the 4. But that time the Elks kind of saw it coming. Nesser on the stop after a pickup of 3. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Pickup of 2. 3rd and goal to go. 11th play of the drive coming. This drive actually started in the first quarter after a defensive stand, and we still don't have any lights. Quarterback Nason under center takes the snap, fade route to the right side, and his man made a perfect adjustment on it. It falls incomplete, but I think we're going to have pass interference in the end zone, which is why the ball fell incomplete. Boy, Nason, what a perfect throw.
It was.
That was that back shoulder thing. I believe it was Villarreal in the end zone. No, it was Jackson Furr in the end zone. And Furr made the perfect adjustment, and that's probably actually a smart play by the Elks defender to go ahead and interfere. Saved a touchdown there. So the pass interference will give us 4 more downs, then the ball at the 3-yard line. You go half the distance to the goal. Actually, the 2.5. And it will be via the penalty. It's still an heirloom legal 1st down for the Apaches. 1st and goal to go. Pottsville with a power formation. Everybody's on the line of scrimmage with Furr. They give it going to the right side at the 2, at the 1, into the end zone. Touchdown, Pottsville. Was that Tyler Davis, the ball carrier? Oh, Villarreal. I had looked away for just a second and did not pick up the number, but that was a touchdown run by Villarreal, his 2nd of the night. Tyler Davis on to hold for the point after. Snap is online. The kick is on the way, and it is good. Kick knocked through by Charlie Garon, and your new score with 7:03 left to go in the half. Pottsville 14, the Elks 6, back in 30 seconds. Roy's Heating and Air brought to you that Pottsville Apache touchdown run of 2.5 yards by Bryson Villarreal. And the point after booted through by Charlie Garon. Well, the Apaches have taken a 14-6 lead.
Well, Charlie's showing that he's got a little bit of leg behind him, and he's a great kid. You know, he actually plays bass for a praise team on Sunday morning.
All right.
And just a great, great young man.
Kicking from left to right will be Brian Sanchez. He has a long run up, high short kick again, fair catch called for and made at the 33-yard line as the Elks will take possession there. Smart play by Landon Martin. Make that fair catch signal. You don't have to worry about the other team coming up with the football. Yeah. So it will be at the 33-yard line. Elks have it 1st and 10, trailing 14-6. Elkins has moved the ball, but a couple of times the Apache defense has come up and stoned them on 4th down plays.
Yeah, I think that fair catch probably was a coaching adjustment.
Yeah,
Steve, on the head coach's part for the Elkins.
Dizzy Dean, the quarterback in the backfield, although I do think eventually we will see another quarterback on the read option. He gives it to Chairs, makes an Apache miss at the 30, turns it upfield at the 35, crosses the 39 to the 40, and then falls forward to the 41-yard line. Deshaun Chairs picks up about 6 yards to the 41-yard line. So it would be a pickup of 7. Motion man coming from right to left in no particular hurry. Now comes set in the slot. Single back Chairs. They're going to try a wide out screen to the right side. It's complete with running room. Good blocking on that play as Chairs crosses the 45 to the right sideline and out of bounds just short of midfield. That tackle was made by Tyler Davis coming up in support. But kudos to the blockers of Elkins that time. They did a nice job opening that one up. Pickup on the screen was 8 and good enough for an Elks first down. Quick snap. Ball fake. Dean's going to keep it himself. Patchy's going to hand on him right at the midfield line, and it is Landon McNeely who got an arm on him and started the tackle. McNeely had some help arrive from the secondary as well. Pickup of 2 on the play into Apache territory at the plus 49-yard line. Boade got a helmet in there as well.
Yeah. McNeely, one of those other super sophomores, Steve, that we're going to be hopefully get to see for the next few years.
From the 49, screen pass coming. Boy, the Apaches read that well. That was McNeely, who was right there, right in the face of the receiver when he caught it. And McNeely with a sure tackle, and the screen pass will lose 4 yards. Well, you just talk about McNeely, and there he is.
There he is, number 33.
Which, by the way, I understand his brother, Austin, is doing well. Last I heard, he was doing very well as a welder. Back to the 46-yard line. Back to pass is Dean, has all day, now comes short. Nice throw in coverage, complete at the 40-yard line. That pass was complete to James Townsend, who made the stop. The Apaches had a double team there, and Dean just fired it into coverage and made it work.
Well, he threw a strike on that one. Dizzy Dean threw a strike, Steve, because he threw it right between 2 defenders.
The Apaches had good coverage. It just got the ball through there. Good throw. Elks have it at the Apache 39 on the right hash. Trips left, 1 wide out to the right. This is going to come out in a hurry. Pass is going to be complete at the 35-yard line. Good sure-handed tackle by the Apache coverage. That pass was complete to Stone Dean. And I'm not sure, tackle made by Gittinger, I believe, at the 34-yard line. Pickup of 5, 2nd and 5. Quick snap. They give it to a different running back this time. This is Jaquay Walden, and Jaquay is blown up, but there is a penalty flag on the play. Jaquay got hit right at the line of scrimmage, and about the time he got hit, the flag came in, so this could be a lot of different things. Elks are backing up, so I suspicion it might have been a holding call, but boy, did you see who made that tackle? That was something.
Yeah.
Woo. That might have been Alex Moats who got in there on that hit.
I think it was Moats. I was watching the official because I saw the holding, and I was waiting for him to call it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of watching. I thought.
So the hold will mark the ball back to the 47-yard line. Elks are ready to go. They're already at the line of scrimmage. I got to move a little quicker, Brother Jim. 2nd down and 18 for Elkins. Out of a shotgun formation, Dean with a play fake, back to pass, now rolling left, pursued by Apaches. Pass is going to be complete at the 40-yard line. The pass is complete to Stephen Holland. I want to say that was Bo Ade on coverage. Not a huge gain, pickup of about 5 to the 42. 3rd down and 12, 4:27 to go to the halftime break. Apaches lead it 14-6. Short side left has one wide out, trips to the right. Now they look over to Coach Watson on the sideline to get the play. Play clock down to 10. For a no-huddle team, they're not in a big hurry, are they? Play clock at 4. Dean takes the snap in time. Flanker screen coming. Boy, this is going to be open. At the 40 to the 35, cutting back inside to the 30, up the right sideline to the 20, to the 15, heading inside the 15 to the 12 to the 10. I will guarantee you somebody lined up wrong on that play for the Apaches. Pass was complete to Josiah Bentoncourt all the way down to the 11-yard line. 31-yard pickup on the 3rd and long. I'll guarantee you somebody was in the wrong spot.
Yeah, that was a misalignment on our part, Steve. I mean, he was out there, by himself.
Yeah, he was wide open from the minute the play started. Nobody found him. So the Elks knocking on the Apache door. They can get a first down without scoring. It is 1st down and 10 from the 12. Chairs has it in the backfield, makes one Apache miss, takes it up the right sideline inside the 5, dives for the end zone from the 3. Did he get there? The Elks think so. I've not seen anybody in a striped shirt say. Nope, they're going to mark him down at the 2-yard line. So pickup of 9 on the play. Pottsville had a chance to stop that in the backfield, but Chairs made a nice move. He is hard to tackle. And we have a timeout called by the official momentarily. Elks up on the line of scrimmage. They wanted to go. Let's see. I think one of the members of the chain crew got plowed over. He's a little slow getting up.
Yeah. I think the chain might have had some damage too, Steve. Looked like they were trying to get the chain back together.
So we are ready to go. Oh, they were looking to see also if it might be a first down. It's not. 2nd down and a yard. It is not goal to go. Elks have it with a short field, and they're going to give it to Chairs, and Chairs is going to go over the right side. He's into the end zone for an Elks touchdown. Deshaun Chairs with the touchdown.
Well, I'm sure they're going to line up and go for 2, trying to tie the ball game right before half.
Yep. 11 play, 67-yard touchdown drive. 2 into the end zone for the touchdown. And now the 2-point conversion coming. Back to pass. Under pressure and sacked as the 2-point conversion fails. Was that Trip Price who got in there?
No, Sanchez.
It was Sanchez. Brian Sanchez came on the blitz, and Dean had absolutely no chance on that play. So the 2-point conversion fails. Your new score with 3:26 to go in the half. Pottsville 14, the Elks 12. Back in 30 seconds.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Very impressive drive by the Elks, although 31 yards of it came on a blown coverage by the Apaches. Kudos to the Elks. Either their upstairs coaching staff or their quarterback, Dizzy Dean, saw the coverage mismatch, and the pass completion, it was 20 yards down the field before the Apache secondary caught up to the receiver. So Elks with a nice adjustment there. That led to the 2-yard touchdown run by Deshaun Chairs. Handling the kicking chores for the Elks is Dizzy Dean. Not only can he pitch, he can kick. Yeah, that was kind of lame. I should have saved that one. Dean with a run-up on the right hash mark. His kick is going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. You'll take that if you're the Apaches. So it will be Pottsville 1st and 10. Apaches lead it 14-12. Both teams with 2 touchdowns. The difference in the game right now, the Apaches have converted on their point after. Elks on their first point after had it blocked. And then on the second one, they were going for 2, and a big sack by Brian Sanchez interrupted that. Well, you miss that extra you miss that extra point, and sometimes you just chase it the whole game and you never get there.
And you missed 2 of them, Steve. Now you're chasing 2 of them.
Now you're chasing 2 of them, yep. There are an awful lot of coaches that believe you don't do that until you absolutely have to.
Yep.
Just go ahead and boot the one through, and now you're only down 1. So here we go after the penalty for the illegal boot out of bounds. The Apaches take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive at their 35-yard line, but both teams have really long touchdown drives in this game. These offenses have been moving very well. Nason up under center. The run on the handoff across the 40, up the left hash mark to the 47, crossing the 48-yard line. Bo Ade, the ball carrier. And that is going to be another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches, short of midfield at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Ade just showed his quickness. You talking about blowing up a hole. He just went straight through it with everything he had and picked up that Pottsville Apache first down.
Ade may be the speed back at the fullback spot. Villarreal, the power guy. They're going to give it to the motion man left to right, coming close to midfield. The ball carrier for the Apaches was Eli Atkins. He's going to be marked short of midfield. Pickup of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, Atkins, a junior this year. He had a good year last year, Steve. Mm-hmm. He came on the last part of the year, but good run that time by Atkins.
Coach Rust is getting some of his first-team offensive guys some rest here, too, before the halftime break. 2nd down and 7. Give it straight ahead. I believe that's A-Day into Elk territory as he crosses the 47 to the 46 to the 45 and then falls forward to the 44-yard line. A-Day, the ball carrier. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short at the Elks 43. And the clock continues to tick. We'll be under 2 minutes by the time this play is run. 3rd down and a yard or less for the Apaches on the Elk side of the field. Nason takes the snap, gives it to the left side. 1st down run by Bo Ade across the 40 to the 39-yard line. That is another heirloom legal first down. Tackle made by Aiden Williams. He wears number 5 for the Elks. I think I'm seeing a lot of Elk players bending over with hands on their knees.
That first game, Steve, and a little bit of humidity.
And being on the field a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Pottsville with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Nason, the keeper, turns it up between the guard and tackle on the right side, crosses the 35, spins inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's going to be another heirloom legal first down as the official says, yes, move it. You got to move it to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, Pottsville, a minute 35 to play in the half. Apaches lead it by 2. They want more. Toss sweep coming to the near side with blockers across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Atkins, the ball carrier there. We remember him having speed.
Yep.
Pickup of 9 on the play down to the 15-yard line. Or excuse me, the 19-yard line, I should say. 2nd down and a yard. And the quarterback fumbles the ball on the exchange, and it looks like the Elks got there.
Wow.
Well, that was the one thing that was going to stop this Apache drive because the Elks defense was not. A little late by Nason trying to pull the ball out from the running back, and the ball was on the ground, and the Elks fell on it, so they get the first turnover of the game. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Well, we were in the hurry-up, Steve, and we were looking good in the hurry-up, but sometimes you can hurry too much.
Now watch out for this big strike offense. Find chairs and find the wideout Jaquay Walden. Dizzy Dean, the quarterback, with 1:04 to go. Elkins has it back on their own 19-yard line. Shotgun snap. Dean looks to the right, goes through 2 Apache hands, and then complete at the 30 to the 35, the 40, and tripped up at the 45-yard line on the completion. Pass went to Aiden Williams. That may have been a touchdown-saving tackle at midfield, too.
Gettinger, I think. Steve, number
You think
18.
it was Gettinger that got there?
Gettinger, yeah.
Gettinger ran it down from behind to make the stop. 56 seconds left to go in the quarter. And seriously, two Pottsville Apaches had a chance to pick that ball off, and neither defender could grab it. Back to pass is Dean. Looks over the middle, incomplete. That was almost picked off. Good coverage by the Apaches as they were trying to hit Betancourt. Betancourt already has one big play in this game. They were looking for another, but this time the Apaches covered it well. Pass stops the clock on the incompletion. I believe both teams have 2 timeouts left. 2nd down and 10. Elks have it on their own 47. 3 wideouts to the left, 2 wideouts to the right. This has got to come out quickly. Back to pass is Dean. Throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete at the 30-yard line. Dean was under pressure that time, too. He threw that probably a little sooner than he wanted to, thanks to the pressure in the backfield, and we have an Apache player who is down.
I think it might be Sanchez, and I think he's cramping.
Yep, I think that is Sanchez, and he's acting like that is a cramp on the incompletion. Hot, humid, muggy football conditions. Well, you played back in the day that on these hot, warm, humid days they fed you salt tablets,
yes.
right?
Yeah,
that did a lot of good.
Boy, it did. It did. All we did was sweat a whole bunch, and we still had cramps.
Didn't exactly understand hydration back then, did we?
Nope.
And then a scientist down in Gainesville, Florida, came up with this thing called Gatorade.
Yeah.
That kind of changed a lot of minds, didn't it?
Well, it changed a lot of bank accounts, too.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, at the 35-yard line, it looks like Sanchez is going to be okay. They're out stretching out the calf muscle. In fact, it looks like they're actually stretching both legs, aren't they?
Steve.
Well, that's bad when both calves are cramping.
Yeah.
Get that man some pickle juice.
What he needs. Pickle juice and some Gatorade. And
vinegar or what was that Razorback pitcher used? Beet juice.
Beet juice.
Yeah, need to get him some beet juice. Doesn't that sound delicious? Well, you never saw him with a cramp, though.
Well, no, you never did. but you can tell the way he's walking how bad it's still cramping.
Oh, yeah. He's coming off the field under his own power, barely. So we'll get Sanchez to the sideline, get him inside, get him some fluids, maybe a banana or 6.
Yep.
And from the 47-yard line, or excuse me, it's the 47. Scoreboard says 42, but it's a 47. On the right hash, it is 3rd down and 10 for the Elks. Dean back to pass, screen pass coming. The Apaches defend it pretty well, but a nice move breaking to the 45, the 40 up the right sideline, and Landon Martin is tackled at the 17-yard line. I thought that was going to the house, except that pass was to Williams. My mistake.
Yeah. Number 18.
Boy, the Apaches had that defended pretty well. Carter Gittinger had to track that down from behind, and that literally was a touchdown-saving tackle. Ball is on the 19-yard line. Pottsville's going to take a timeout here, and I think that's probably a good call. Timeout on the field with 26 seconds left to go in the first half. Pottsville 14, the Elks 12, back in 30 seconds. To make a little correction here, the last Apache player who was cramping up was actually Tripp Price, number 5, as opposed to Brian Sanchez, who is wearing number 6. And I apologize for that mistake, and Price is up and moving around very well. Boy, on that screen pass, the Apaches had that play diagnosed right at the line of scrimmage, and a missed tackle really hurt. So the Elks are doing their best to trying to pay off on the turnover. The Apache defense doing everything they can to try to stop them. It will be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. 2 wideouts on both sides of the formation. The quarterback, Dizzy Dean, in the backfield with chairs and a pistol formation. Dean back to pass. Pass is incomplete on the right sideline. Pass looked like it was intended for Aiden Williams again, but this one falls incomplete. Good coverage by the Apache secondary. That play did not take much time. 23 seconds now left. Well, there's no doubt this Dizzy Dean also has a strong throwing arm. Very accurate on his passes. From the 19-yard line, 2nd down and 10 for the Elks. They're on the Apache 19. Dean, empty backfield, blitz coming. Dean rolls to the right. He's under pressure, and he throws it away at the 15-yard line. Good pressure by the Apaches, and then good coverage in the secondary. Pass intended for Williams. Looked like it might have been Sanchez in on the coverage for the incompletion. 18 seconds left to go. The Apaches holding on by 2, leading at 16-14. Elks trying to convert on the fumble recovery. They face a 3rd and 10 at the 19. Dizzy Dean back to pass, throws it over the middle, has a man wide open, and that is a touchdown into the end zone. There is a flag on the play, and I'm not sure there wasn't a pick in the secondary by the Elks. The man on the inside was wide open on the play, but he had a man running right beside him that may have picked off the Apache defender. And I don't think you can do that. You get that a lot in the NFL, but even I think last year and this year they're starting to make that a point of emphasis. I don't know that's what happened, but the officials are at the 20-yard line discussing it. The Elks look like they're backing up.
Yeah.
And yes, sir.
I think that's what they did.
Holding.
Well, they called it a holding call, but I believe it was a pick.
So 10 yards from the spot. No, that was, because about where they not marked it off was about where he caught it. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a hold on the line of scrimmage because they're marking it off, and they're going way backwards. That's going to move it back to the 31-yard line.
Oh, we get a break there. Wow.
So a break on the holding call, and I think the Elks are going to take time out with 13 seconds left to go in the half. This is going to be a nail-biter down to the end of the half. Pottsville leads at 14-12, back in 30 seconds.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
And we are back for the final 13 seconds of the first half. Boy, 13 seconds, I don't know if you have time for 2 plays or not. I guess with this airborne attack of the Elks, they probably do. But you have it as a 3rd and 25. They're going to mark it at the 35 or the 34? Looks like they're going to mark it at the 34-yard line. Again, the Elks can get a first down without scoring. They've got to get it inside the 9.
Yeah, defense, don't let anybody behind you.
3rd and 25 for the Elks. They have the play from the sideline. They may be changing that play. Dizzy Dean, the quarterback, trips to the left. Dean back to pass. Has time. Throws over the middle, and the Apaches are going to intercept it at the 3-yard line. Good coverage in the secondary by Pottsville. Interception, I want to say, was that Colby Stevenson? Yep. It sure was. That was Colby Stevenson who played that perfectly. He had man-to-man coverage, and he just outfought the Elks receiver for the football. What a big play. What a big play. And Pottsville will get the ball on downs, and hopefully we'll just take a knee and we'll go to the halftime show. What a fun first half of play. We have looked at a couple of plays here on replay, and we appreciate Cole Construction for sponsoring you the replays on tonight's stream. We've had a chance to watch them here in the booth and have been able to correct a couple of things here that I messed up. Nason under center takes the snap, steps back, takes a knee, and we are at halftime. At the end of 2 quarters of play, the Apaches 14, the Elks 12. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout with some stats from the first half of play. You're with the Pottsville Apache Football Network on the RSN Network.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
Very exciting first half of football for the Apaches as Pottsville leads it 14-12 going into the halftime break. Boy, Jim, it doesn't get much more even than this. Both teams have 2 touchdowns. Both teams have a turnover recovery. It's just the Apaches have made their extra points. The Elks have not.
Yeah, Steve, that's the ball game right there, and you got to give a shout-out to special teams, the PAT team. The kicker for the Pottsville Apaches, that is
Garon.
Charlie Garon, number 58. He's a senior, but Garon has done a great job splitting the uprights. And, of course, we've got a couple of breaks, too. They did find the end zone, but fortunately the Elks had a holding call, and that got brought back. And then Pottsville came back with a big interception. And Kobe Stevenson came up with that, and that kind of ended the first half of play.
So the Elks got on the scoreboard first in the first quarter on actually what was their second possession. The Elks initially went 3 and out with a good stop by the Apache defense, but then the Apaches unable to convert for a first down. The Elks took the ball on their own 27-yard line. It took them 13 plays to cover the 73 yards. With 5:13 left to go in the first quarter, it was Dizzy Dean on a touchdown pass to Josiah Betancourt. It was a 6-yard touchdown pass. However, the point after was blocked by the Apaches. So with 5:13 to go in the first, it was the Elks with a 6-0 lead. Again, the teams exchanged turnovers and punts. Pottsville got the ball back on downs at their own 34-yard line. They were able to move the ball 12 plays, 67 yards. That touchdown being scored with 7:03 in the second quarter. And again, the Pottsville point after was good. That made it a score of 14-6 with the Apaches leading it. The Elks had another touchdown drive. They were able to answer the Apache touchdown with their own 11-play, 67-yard drive. It was a 2-yard touchdown run by Deshaun Chairs. Again, they tried the 2-point conversion, and Pottsville with a sack to prevent that 2-point conversion. Pottsville had the ball on the march again. They had moved down to the Elks 19, and then a fumbled exchange in the backfield. The Elks fell on the football with a little over a minute to go, but their offense is so high-powered. They moved the ball from their own 19 to the Apache 19-yard line, and that's where the drive stalled with a couple of good plays and a penalty. And the Pottsville Apaches, Colby Stevenson, intercepted the pass to preserve the halftime lead. 14-12, Pottsville with the lead. Will come back. Pottsville has the option to take the football, and I would assume they will to begin the third, Jim.
Yep.
All right. We appreciate Justin Smith, who is on the video production. I'm Stephen Glenn. We'll come back with the second half of action. Again, Pottsville leads at 14-12. So long for just a little while.
see grandkids next week, which we haven't had a chance to do it this summer. So we're going to go see. Well, no, we're actually going to Grim, Texas. I am living on March 4th. So I had to. I meant to tell you earlier. I better tell Brian not with you tonight. Stephen Davis is preaching. Of course, Steve's going to preach. Marty, we're still waiting on some lot fixtures and some other things. I mean, well, probably, but I can tell you everything you see right now. I'm just going to have a good God here. Everything you see right now is strong, Marty. Hey, listen. I mean, we started, Marty, I told you, Coach, 2017, the last part of 17, we started doing that. I said, that Wednesday night, I just told you people laughed. I said, when you get $1 million, you better get ready to break ground. Middle of 2019, property came, we needed it. Part of it was the end. We still have a hard time building this. We've got that prop over there, and guess what? So in the courthouse, we bought it. It's a $4.4. It's not like our staff trust fund. It's not a $12, $13 million project. It's $4.4 million. Yeah, Marty, to be honest with you, if it keeps going the way it is, well,
I saw a picture, I guess.
listen, we're going to have about 450. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. We back at, well, it was, but we got about 16. That's that Sunday, and we're baptizing 6 this Sunday. But we haven't bought anything yet. But right now, if it didn't get another dime going forward, what we probably bought at 8.7 right now. Take him to lunch and come with him. Yeah.
Just got clarification in high school it has kids green.
Has Tits Green.
That was new.
Hey,
Me too.
well, you know, we got Dizzy Dean on the field. It should have short hop.
That's right.
It has been a fun first half of football from John Needham Stadium in Pottsville as the Pottsville Apaches lead the Elkins Elks 14-12. Both teams came extremely close to scoring an additional touchdown. The difference in the ball game has been special teams play. Pottsville has converted their point after, and the Elks have not. Jim, any thoughts from the first half?
Steve, just, man, it's great to get the season started, and you couldn't ask for a better first half. You know, you got a ball game, as you said, that separate us is Pottsville converted their PATs, and the Elks didn't. They fell a little bit short. But, Steve, I can't wait to watch this next half because Pottsville, man, we got to, you know, we can bend, but we can't break, and our defense has done a pretty outstanding job, as was mentioned earlier. You know, our defensive line, man, they're playing tough right now. We gave up some long balls, but hopefully our defensive secondary will get in position, and we won't have that issue in the second half.
So other games going on around the state. I know you find this hard to believe that there are other games other than here in Pottsville, but
really,
believe it or not, there are. Taking a look at some of the other conference or at least schools nearby, at the half, the Lamar Warriors leading Huntsville. Huntsville's the Eagles, right?
I think so.
They're leading Huntsville 21-6. Kind of a traditional game. Ozark leading Clarksville 28-14. Although we don't have to deal with the Hillbillies anymore, which does not break my heart, except I like the food there. Let's see. Clinton and Cave City. No score on that game. Don't have any updates. Central Arkansas Christian and Lone Oak. Nothing on that ball game. That's still 0-0. Dardanelle leading Little Rock Hall 36-7. I believe we'll see Hall. Are they not in our conference this year?
I think so, yes.
Now, Dardanelle is not, but we'll see the Sand Lizards next week.
Right.
They don't have our score, which I'm not really sure why, but that's okay. Anyway, those are the only scores I have of teams of interest to us or locally.
Well, what about the Morrilton Devil Dogs? Are they playing?
Who?
You know, the Morrilton Devil Dogs.
Oh, okay. They play football there?
Yeah.
I thought that was a basketball school. I am trying to see. I got nothing on that as they're playing the Cyclones.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of curious. I thought maybe there'd be something there.
Yeah, I'm glad they've gone back to playing that traditionally as an opener, too. When I first moved here to do ball games in 1985, I was the voice of the Cyclones, and we always opened against Morrilton, and that was always a fun ball game. I mean, both towns turned out for the contest, and the atmosphere was really a lot of fun. In fact, I guess the first ball game I did in the Arkansas River Valley was from Morrilton. Was that was it wasn't Devil Dog Stadium then, was it?
Yes.
Was it? Okay.
Yep.
The first game I did was from Devil Dog Stadium. That would have been in 1985.
Yep. That was about 5 years after I graduated, but yeah.
So that was an awful lot of fun. I enjoyed the rivalry going back and forth. I think that first game, it was a really close ball game, but I think Morrilton ended up winning it by a touchdown. That was when Russellville was still right in the middle of one of the longest losing streaks in the nation as far as football goes. Now, later in the year, they did get a win. They got their first win in many, many years. And then the next year, they finished with an above 500 record. And I still got a plaque on the wall in my man cave from Coach Ken Ramey, who was the Cyclone coach at the time, thanking me for my work on the broadcast and celebrating the fact that Russellville was a winner for the first time in many years.
Wow.
So that was very nice. Yeah, I like to keep little things like that in the man cave.
Yep.
But it is a warm and humid, muggy evening at John Needham Stadium. We miss Coach. He would be up here talking Cardinal baseball were he with us.
Yep.
Which, by the way, the Cardinals are trailing the Braves in the fourth inning, 2-1.
2-1.
We are ready to get everything going here. Pottsville theoretically will get the ball first. I don't know if they might try an onside kick. They will kick it deep on the right side. Pottsville fields it at the 10. Probably should have let it go out of bounds. Turning back across the 11 to the 12-yard line. Coming up with the return was R.J. Swain, but I think that ball was headed out of bounds, wasn't it? Who knows?
I don't know. It looked like it had like a golf hit that had a little backspin on it.
Yeah, like you hit your pitching wedge, right?
Yeah. Well, similar.
So we're going to take over at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Apaches. Eli Nason, the quarterback, has the play from the sideline. Looks like going to start on the left side hash. Elks have their defense lined up right at the 15. The Apaches send Jackson Furr wide to the right. They are in the flex bone. I want to say Villarreal is the back in the backfield. And Nason's going to pull it, keep it, has running room up the left hash, crosses the 25 to the 27 to the 28-yard line. Eli Nason, the ball carrier, for another heirloom legal first down with a pickup of to the 27, which is a pickup of 12.
Well, Steve, I don't know which Elk made the shoestring tackle, but he saved a touchdown that time.
Yeah, because Nason was just about to hit open field.
Eli was running over the Elks.
Good blocking by the left side of the Apache offensive line, too. 1st and 10, Pottsville, now at their own 27-yard line. Toss sweep coming to the right. Elkins gets penetration, forces the play back inside at the 27 to the 28-yard line. Ibarra did a good job of picking up the 2 yards he got. Martin with the tackle for the Elks. 2nd down and 7 coming for the Apaches at their 27-yard line. Jackson Furr, the wide out to the right. 2 wideouts in this formation. And the read by Nason takes him to the right across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Nice read there on the outside option. Tackle is made by Landon Haney. That is good enough for another heirloom legal 1st and 10. Nason reading his keys very well at the moment.
He is. And Steve, he's got some of that big offensive line that's staying on their blocks.
That's right, opening up some room for him to go. I said that was an option. You know, the way he ran that play, I'm not sure that wasn't a keeper all the way. It kept Pottsville on the move with a first down. 1st and 10 from the 37. Nason back to pass. Ball is tipped, and it's going to be intercepted. Coming up with the pass on the interception is Dizzy Dean. He's going to get tackled at the 30-yard line. That pass was deflected and then intercepted.
The old tip drill.
Excuse me, I had the wrong man on the interception. Dalton Vaughn with the pick. So the Elks with their 2nd turnover of the ball game, they'll get it on the plus side of the field. That's a bad place to give them the football. At the 29-yard line of the Apaches. I will tell you that Dizzy Dean is still the quarterback. He leads the offense onto the field. They send Aiden Williams wide to the right. He appears to be Dean's favorite target in the passing game, and it wouldn't surprise me if they don't go for the home run ball here. Shotgun snap. Now Dean's going to keep it. He's going to go up the middle behind some pretty good blocking. Gets inside the 29 to the 28, fights his way to the 24-yard line. Dean, the ball carrier, will pick up 5 yards. Not sure I understand the call of the pass there, but lots of things happen in a football game I don't understand. 2nd down and 6. Trips to the right, slot left. Again, this is going to be one of those plays where Dean's going to have to make a quick decision on the ball. Pottsville steps into the neutral zone and steps back. I guess he didn't get into the neutral zone because no flag was flown. 15 seconds on the play clock as Coach Watson calls it in. They're going to give it on the sweep to the right side. That's Chair, the ball carrier. He gets inside the 20, fights his way up the sideline to the 25-yard line, celebrates all the way down to the 5, but he was driven out of bounds well before then. But that is still going to be a 1st and 10 for the Elks.
Yeah, Steve, our defense, we just got to keep our heads up, and, we can bend, but we can't break here.
At the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 Elks. They are on the right hash, wide side left with 1 wide out. They're going to throw the in route there. It's going to be complete at the 5-yard line, but penalty flags flying everywhere. Now the pass is tentatively complete to the 5-yard line, but what did the officials see? Because I think there were a couple of flags. I want to say that pass completion might have been to Eli Mangan, but I'm not sure. Stephen Holland was the completion. The officials are still discussing the call, and I have no clue. It was thrown by the line judge on the near side, if that means anything, at least the initial flag. 1 penalty has already hurt the Elks on a potential drive. The Elks are backing up. The illegal procedure. Well, when the line judge throws the flag right at the snap, that's invariably on the offense, but not always.
Yeah, but that was a lot of discussion for a false start.
Yeah, it was. Let's see, the 5-yard mark off should take it to about the 20. Yeah, they'd gone back to the 30-something. They were about 10 yards off. They do get it back to the 20-yard line. So it is going to be a first down and 15. And the read option, the read is for Dean to keep it going right up the middle, crosses the 15 to the 14-yard line. So we got the 5 yards of the penalty back and then one more. Teeter with the stop for the Pottsville Apaches. Elks are going to go in a hurry. Pottsville does get everybody to the sideline. They need to get to the sideline. A slot formation. Now they bring a motion man right to left. They give it to him, and they'll turn the corner at the 15. Makes a man miss at the 14-yard line. Fighting his way down to the 12, and now the Apaches gang up. About 4 guys it took to bring down Aiden Williams. Let's see where they give him progress to. About the 11. And again, I apologize. I have no number 76 on my roster for the Apaches. And he came to the sideline that time before the play was snapped. I will correct that before the next game. 3rd down and 7 for the Elks in Apache territory at the 13. Back to pass, looking for the right side. Fade into the corner is it going to be caught or knocked away? They're going to catch it in the end zone. That's a touchdown. And our defender on that side had a chance to make the play on the ball and just missed it. Stone Dean, number 88, with a touchdown pass. Looked like the Apache defender ran around the play and then tried to adjust back to the ball. I don't think he saw it in flight. Tough situation there. Now we'll see if they're going to go for 2 again. 18-14, Pottsville with a lead.
Well, Steve, it looks like they're lining up for 2.
Yep. Dean in the backfield, shotgun snap. He rolls the pocket to the right, throws it to an out route, and that's going to be complete in the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. There is a penalty flag on the play, however, and we'll see. They're looking at the Elk sideline, so this will be declined, I'm sure, if it's on Pottsville. Well, we're going to discuss this one too. Well, both teams are coming to the sideline, so I'm going to tell you that the 2-point conversion was good, and with 8:20 left to go in the third, it is, well, no, I'm not sure. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet, have they? Well, so the officials are having another nice visit here. The penalty is going to be dead ball personal foul on the Elks. Okay, so that's why they wanted to discuss it. So 15-yard mark-off. Wonder if they got a little bit of a celebration penalty there, because I've seen the Elks kind of partying down a little bit. So with the conversion, Elkins leads the game 20-14. We're back in 30 seconds.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
All right, so the 15-yard mark-off on the dead ball foul will move the ball back to the 25-yard line. The Elks will kick from there. You would think Pottsville will get good field position. And the ball falls off the tee, so we'll rework this. There's not really any wind, is there? Brother Jim, am I missing something here?
There's no wind.
Okay. Dizzy Dean is the kicker. It'll be on the right hash at the 25 when he boots it away. And a low-line drive kick is going to be taken by the Apaches at the 35. Return up the middle to the 40, the 45, to the near side at midfield. Nice return by Gittinger. Carter Gittinger, the ball carrier on the return. He crosses midfield and into Elk territory. So that's a break for the Apaches.
Yeah, good return by Gittinger that time.
Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line Last couple of times on offense, Pottsville has turned the ball over. That needs to correct itself, and I'll bet it does. Pottsville has been very successful moving the ball on the ground. We have 8:16 left to go in the third quarter. This has been a good one. Jackson Furr goes wide to the left. No receiver on the short side of the formation, which is right. Out of the flex bone, they're going to give it straight up the middle to the 47, maybe the 46-yard line. Villarreal, the ball carrier. And again, it's 4 yards and a cloud of field turf.
Yeah, I think they were kind of anticipating Villarreal with that run that time, Steve, because he had hurt them the last couple of first plays from the line of scrimmage.
Pickup is 3 to the Elkins 46. I won't say this is a must-score possession for the Apaches because it's a 20-14 game, but a touchdown here would be very important. Flex T formation on the 2nd down and 7 from the 46. Again, first man through is Villarreal. He is stacked up in the middle. First man there is Ethan Nesser. Big number 77 held that gain to about a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, they have tightened up on that defensive line, Steve, and they're not giving us much.
Well, they're definitely overplaying it to the middle. Now, if you could fake something to the middle and get outside, you might have a big play. We'll see. 3rd down coming at the plus 43. And Nason steps back to get a call from the line of scrimmage. Steps back up under center. 5 seconds on the play clock. Motion man, toss sweep, and Elkins read that perfectly. And Tripp Price had nowhere to go as he's driven down at the 49-yard line. You could kind of suspect they were going to go to some kind of a toss when they stepped back and recalled the play. Yeah. Elkins definitely saw that coming.
Yeah, number 57 for the Elks lost his helmet in that tackle.
Hudson Armour made the hit. I don't think you want to try to go for it on 4th and 11.
Mm-mm.
It'll be Landon McNeely back to kick. The Elks don't think we're going to kick it. They have nobody back to receive it, so they're kind of banking on a fake punt here. 4th down and 11. The ball just inside Elk territory. The snap to McNeely is a good one. He is going to kick it. Now they send somebody back, and it's fielded at the 24-yard line, and a big return up the middle that I think is coming back. Across the 45 to the 40, up the near sideline is Chairs. He's going to cut back inside, and he'll take it into the end zone. Well, I thought I saw a penalty flag come flying in. In fact, I think it might have been 2 penalty flags. I think you saw a flag, and I think you saw a hat. That's what it was. One official saw 2 penalties, so you throw the penalty flag on the first one, then you throw the hat on the second one. That could explain why that return was so wide open.
Yeah.
I'm no football savant, but if you foul 2 guys on the return, and it may have been the hat came in to maybe mark where the foul occurred too. I would assume that was a post-possession foul. They're still showing 4th down there. I mean, I think it was after the kick. I don't think the Apaches are going to get a benefit of a 1st down or anything like that. Oh. Okay. So they called illegal procedure on Pottsville, block in the back against Elkins. That offsets, and Pottsville's going to kick again from the 45-yard line. Well, that turns out being a big break for the Apaches because that was going to be an Elks touchdown, but I think the block in the back is what opened up everything. Well, the Elkins. Yep. The speed guy, Deshaun Chairs. McNeely with a line drive kick. Steps away from it. Takes an Apache bounce inside the 10 to the 9, and the Apaches are going to down it at the 9-yard line. Nice kick by Landon McNeely will pin the Elks at their own 9-yard line.
That's flipping the field, Steve. That's what we needed.
Yep. I heard a lot of the fans scream about an offsides. Did I miss something there?
Well, he was close. You had the guy trying to get over the center and block it.
Okay. So from the 9-yard line, maybe the Apaches can return the favor on a turnover here. Elks lead at 20-14, 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Jason Ortiz into the game for the Apaches. Now we're ready to get it away. Dean, the quarterback, will take the snap at the 5. Gives it to Stairs up the middle. Crosses the 7 to the 8. Gets over the 10. Still going up the middle to about the 12-yard line. He'll pick up 3 on the play. Oh, they ran in a different running back. Was that Jaquay Walden? Yeah, running back was number 9, Jaquay Walden. Second down and 9 from deep in their own territory. Dean back to pass, looking, now under pressure, flushed from the pocket. Makes one Apache missing, but 2 more are there to drive him out of bounds. At about the 17-yard line, I think. Landon McNeely in pursuit, brought down Dean, the quarterback, about a yard short of the first down.
Remember, we have one of our Apaches down on the sideline. He hobbled off the field. I think he's cramping.
So 3rd down and about 2. Well, one of the Apache coaches are really angry about something. We call a timeout on the field. Pottsville uses a timeout there with 4:34 left to go in the 3rd. Elkins 20, Pottsville 14. Back in 30 seconds. Apache player down on the near sideline. They are stretching him out, so some cramping issues here. That's very normal. First game of the year. That was Boade, who is up and under his own power now. Now he can return to the field if he so wishes because Pottsville used a timeout there. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Elks. They are at their own 18. They've got to cross the 20 for a first down. Dizzy Dean, the quarterback. Blitz coming by the Apaches, and he gives it to the fullback, crosses the 30, the 35, the 40, and I think this one's going to the house. Too much speed for Deshaun Chairs at the 5. That is a touchdown. Elkins, no penalty flags on the play. Number 2 on the touchdown run. That's the big play Pottsville was hoping to avoid. So the beautiful punt by the Apaches. The defense just unable to contain the speed of Deshaun Chairs as he takes it 83 yards. He is fast. No doubt about that. Oh, the Elks look like they may, I think, I'll try to go for 2 again. Can't tell. The quarterback is also the kicker, so that's no indication. Both the quarterback and the kicker are on the field. Play clock is down to 10 seconds. They are going to go for 2. Dean, the quarterback. A single back in the backfield. Dean takes the snap. They're going to go to the out route to the right side, and it falls incomplete. Good closing play in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails. With 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the 3rd, it is the Elks 26, Pottsville 14. Back in 30 seconds on Apache football.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
This was the situation that Coach Russ told me the Apaches really did not want to find themselves in, behind by a couple of scores to this high-powered Elks offense. The Apaches have had a couple of turnovers which have hurt them greatly. Both thwarted potential touchdown drives. So we'll see. The Apache offense definitely needs to put something together here. as much as anything else to give the defense a little bit of rest. Defense has been on the field most of this third quarter. So the Elks with a 4-play, 81-yard touchdown drive, 83 of it coming on the long run by Deshaun Chairs. He's every bit as good as advertised. From the 40-yard line, kickoff is going to be high and short, taken at the 30-yard line on the sideline. The Apaches on the return makes one man miss, gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line. R.J. Swain on the return. Pottsville will take over. Did he get across the 35? Yeah, by about a step to the 36. The 36-yard line. First and 10 for Pottsville. Quarterback Eli Nason has the play. The Elks have made some sort of adjustment defensively. They're kind of keying on something on that play going up the middle that has kind of told them that's coming. So we'll see. Adjustment comes back the other way for the Apaches. They have one wide out to the left in the flex. They give it to the fullback across the 37, 38-yard line. Villarreal, the ball carrier, straight up the middle behind the center of the defensive line. And another Apache player is down. And they're stretching his leg out like we have another cramp. Forward progress was to the 39-yard line, so the pickup was 3. Coming to the sideline is going to be Villarreal, the fullback. And we'll see who the Apaches send in the backfield. Maybe Bo Ade for the 2nd down and 7 play. Again from the 39. Pottsville trails this game 26-14. We have 4 minutes to go, quarter number 3 from John Needham Stadium. So the single wide out of the formation comes to the near side. Open field left from the flex. Snap, turn left, give it to Ade up the middle. Crosses the 40 to the 42-yard line. Now they may spot him back at the 41. Now they're going to the 42. Pick up a 3 on the play to the 41-yard line, I'm sorry. So it's going to be another 3rd down for the Apaches, 3rd down and almost 6. Well, you most assuredly do not want to give the ball right back to Elkins here. The Apaches need to come up with something big on 3rd down. 3rd down and 5, almost 6. Play clock down to 5. The play came in kind of late. Apaches are at the line of scrimmage. They do get the play off. Toss sweep to the near side, and that is well defended by the Elks. Met right at the 41-yard line. Tackle. Nico Ibarra was tackled at the 41-yard line. There is an Elk player down. That is number 8, Zaniel Martin, and he may have a cramping issue.
Yeah, Steve, I can't tell if it's cramp or if it's an ankle, but
yeah, they're looking at a knee, aren't they? Well, we hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah.
No gain on the play. What I believe Elkins is doing is they have decided that Pottsville cannot throw the football, so they're again putting basically 10 men in the box, maybe even all 11, and the Apaches just don't have enough blockers.
Yeah, and they have shut down the running game.
Yeah, especially the running game right up the middle. All right, it's good to see that Martin is up. He's making it to the sideline, a little bit of a limp in the gait, but not bad. Not enough to make me think it's anything serious. So we will be happy that he is fine. A little bit of a water break, and then it'll bring up 4th down and 5 for the Apaches. And it looks like McNeely is on again to kick the ball away. And Deshaun Chairs is back deep. He's got to have up around 200 yards in total offense. McNeely takes the snap, low line drive, end over end kick, fielded by Chairs at the 30. Comes back up the right side to the 35, gets hit at the 39, falls forward to the 42-yard line. That's where the Elks will take over 1st and 10. Good coverage that time by the Apaches.
Well, you don't arm tackle Chairs.
Nope.
You got to hit him and wrap up.
Zach Sanderson makes the stop. That's another 4 and out by the Apaches, though. That's 2 4 and outs or 3 and outs in a row. And the Elks with pretty good field position here. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, their own 42. Kind of looks like the size advantage that the Elks has kind of wearing down the Apaches a little bit. A little bit of a grind right now for Pottsville as they're playing guys that are, especially in the interior, for the most part, bigger than they are. 1st and 10 from the 42. And a draw play, again, right up the middle. That's going to be Stairs. He has 10 into the Apache side of the field, down to the 45-yard line. Did the ball come loose?
I think we pulled the ball out. I don't know if they called it or not, but it was a fumble. It should have been a fumble.
It's going to be Elk football at the Apache 45-yard line. So the official ruling he was down before the ball came out. Apaches are running Colby Stevenson on the field kind of late. But the Elks also making a late change, so everything will be fine. 15 on the play clock. Ball will be marked the nose of the football at the Apache 45 with 2 minutes left to go in the third. Elks lead at 26-14. Pistol formation. Quarterback Dean takes the snap. They're going to keep going straight ahead to the Apache. Stop it. The give is to Chairs. He gets up to the line to make the 45-yard line, or excuse me, get back to the original line of scrimmage, the 45. Basically no gain on that play. In fact, they're going to mark him back a yard, back to the 46. 3rd down and 11. I wonder how they're going to try to get Deshaun Chairs the ball this time. 3rd and 11 for the Elks at the Apache 46. And we're going to have a penalty flag as the fake snap is caught. That's frustrating when the center is the one who forgets the snap count.
And he did.
And that, you play this game long enough, you're going to do something like that. It happens to everyone. 5-yard mark-off moves it back to the 49-yard line. 2nd down and 16 for the Elks. Again, with their big play offense, though. Dean back to pass. He's under pressure, gets hammered as he throws the ball, and that's going to be pass interference on Pottsville. Pass was incomplete at the 15-yard line, but the Apache secondary hit the receiver way before the football got there, and that's a shame because the Apache secondary had good coverage. Just didn't look back for the ball.
Yeah. And he got his feet tangled up, too. And when he did that, Steve, he went into that receiver, and you can't do that.
Now, I see that we might have 2 flags on the play, actually. So let's see what this is before we assign a big play to the Elks. Again, the officials are meeting on this one. It could be that one penalty flag is back here at the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Oh, we have an ineligible man downfield and then pass interference. So that will offset. Pottsville catches a break there. I wonder who was downfield too early. So it will remain 2nd down and 16 for the Elks at their 49 with 1:12 to go in the third. Again, a pistol formation. Dean takes the snap. He's under pressure. He gets away from one man, cuts back to the middle, gets tackled, though, at the 48-yard line. Good pursuit by the Apaches. Tackle is made by Pottsville's Tate Cobb. So it's going to move the ball to the 47-yard line. So pickup of about 4. 3rd down and 13 for the Elks. On the Apache side, the 47. Double slot formation. Now they empty Stairs out of the backfield. It's Dean. Line stunt by the Apache. Screen pass coming, and it's going to be caught at the 45. A ball is fumbled at the 43. But the official on the near side, I think, is saying the ball was down. All right, nope, they are going to say it's Pottsville football. I thought the near official was waving the play dead. It's good to be wrong sometimes.
Hey, Steve, we'll take it. Boy, we needed a break. Let's get back in the ball game. 25 seconds left in the third quarter.
Regret I did not see who recovered the fumble, but a good job by the Apaches to hold against the Elkins offense. So Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. I'd kind of like to see Pottsville run a bit of a screen here if you have it in the flex bone. Elkins is really selling out for their initial read. Now we got a counter coming to the left side, and first down yardage and then some. Breaking into the secondary was Eli Atkins. He crossed the 45, got to the 42-yard line, and that is another heirloom legal 1st and 10 for the Apaches.
Yeah, Atkins, the junior, we saw that speed last year, Steve, and there he is tonight coming up big for us.
Pickup of 19 on the carry. That was a misdirection play. So, again, Elkins sold out on their initial read, but the play went the other direction. 1st and 10, Pottsville. Nose of the football just short of the Elk 40. Quick snap, give to the right side, and between the guard and tackle across the 38 to the 35-yard line, inside the 35 to the 34 before the tackle is made. Villarreal is back out on the field and running hard again to pick up 6 yards. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. After 3, the Elks 26, Pottsville 14. We'll be back in 1 minute.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Not the best of third quarters for the Apaches. On offense, they had 4 3 and outs, and the Elks able to take advantage of that and now lead this game 26-14. Pottsville has the ball on the Elks side of the field at the 34. Second down and 4. Out of the flex bone, Nason takes the snap, reads it, tosses it to the running back, but Elks had that defended very well. The toss to Ibarra, but Elkins' outside defense on the left side of their defensive line did a good job of staying at home.
Yeah, that was slow developing too, Steve.
Yeah, that option, if it's slow, that gives the defense time to react. Nason might have been better served to just pull that down and take whatever he could get right up the middle. As it was, no gain on the play. Ball is at the 34, 3rd down and 4. Single back in the backfield. Again, the flex bone. They take the snap, turn left, give it over the left side. Coming up over the 30 to the 25, still powering forward to the 24 to the 23-yard line. Was that Villarreal?
I think it was Villarreal and all the offensive linemen pushing him.
Well, it worked. It's going to be an Heirloom Legal 1st and 10 for the Apaches at the Elk 24-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the carry. So the Apaches on the move. They have time, trail at 26-14, but 11 minutes left to go. And stops of this Elk offense have not been frequent tonight. Pottsville 1st and 10. Counter, and Nason keeps it. He's going to bring it up the right sideline inside the 20 to the 15, but Pottsville, I think, had 2 men in motion at the same time. I think this one's coming back. Both of the flex players, if you will, of the flex bone were in motion at the same time before the ball was snapped. I think what happened is the man that came in motion did what he was supposed to do, and then the other man at the tight end spot that's just off the line of scrimmage, he actually anticipated the snap count, and he had 2 men moving. Yeah, illegal motion.
Yeah, that's what it is, Steve.
So that erases a big gain for the Apaches. It will be a 5-yard mark off from the original line of scrimmage, which puts the ball back at the 30. Still first down, but now 1st and 15. Ball is still on the plus side of the field at the Elk 30-yard line. Motion man left to right. Counter give is going to be stopped in the backfield. Well, that time the Elks defensive line just absolutely buried the Apache defenders. That went for a loss of 1. Stone Dean getting in the backfield to make the stop.
Yeah.
Atkins, the ball carrier.
Yeah, that looked like a little lookout block. Look out, here they come.
Yep. Well, and then that counter play takes a little bit of time to develop anyway, so it will be 2nd down and 17 for Pottsville. The flex formation. Yeah, the Elks are putting 11 men in the box. Nason back to pass, and he's going to be under pressure. Throws it to nobody at the 30-yard line. Nason's pass falls incomplete. Elks pick it up. They're running it back. I'm not sure what they think happened, but that was a pass, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a pass.
The Elks are going to take it all the way back into the end zone. There's no official running with them. Now they blow the play dead.
What was that?
Well, what happened was the pass was incomplete. An official never blew the play dead for whatever reason, and the Elks do what you're trained to do, play to the whistle. They picked up the ball and started running.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, I got no clue on this one. But that was a forward pass. There's no question about that. Now, there wasn't an Apache receiver anywhere near the ball, but that doesn't mean the play's not dead. That means it's either a penalty or it's not. Now they're going to throw a penalty.
Yeah, Jason Long was the closest one of the Apache. Of course, he was a lineman. So
yeah, he wasn't an eligible receiver.
No.
This should have been an illegal forward pass.
Intentional grounding.
Yeah, intentional grounding.
Pottsville.
And that is the correct call. It just took them a long time to make it. I had a feeling that was coming too. One thing that is really hurting the Apaches in this second half is so far almost any play that they've run has been very slow to develop. And the Elks' quickness has really, really, well, they've really been able to take advantage of that.
Oh, Steve, they have.
So intentional grounding, I think, is a 5-yard mark off and loss of down. Yep. So the ball will be moved back to the Elkins 41-yard line. Loss of down, I think, should make it 3rd down. That's correct. And it ought to be about 25. Yeah, 3rd and 25. And the Elks are going to take a timeout here. 10 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game. The Elks lead at 26-14. We're back in 30 seconds.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
Tough situation here for the Apaches. 3rd down and a long way to go. 3rd and 26. Pottsville trails this game 26-14. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. The second half has belonged to the Elks. They've pretty much controlled everything in the second half.
Steve, I'd like to see the skinny post. I haven't said that all night, but that would be a good play right about now.
I'd like it. 3rd down and long. You don't have to get it all here, but you also don't want to jump off sides, which Pottsville did. Now, I did see an Apache on the right side of the line move. Now, whether he was, nope, he wasn't. Never mind. False start on the Apaches. Jim, I think we're looking at a tired football team.
I think we are, Steve, and it's at first night. It was 89 degrees. I know it's humid down there on that field.
We've had several players come up with cramps. Yep. Because that's when you start making mistakes like that. When you're tired, you forget about the snap count. You come in motion when you're not supposed to come in motion.
That's where that conditioning, when you don't want to run wind sprints, you run wind sprints.
Yep. Don't want to run wind sprints? Okay, do some bear crawls.
Yeah, that's right.
So after the mark off of 5, it's 3rd down and a heap. Back to pass is Nason looking over the middle, has a man, and it is complete at the 25-yard line to the 23, to the 22. Pass is complete over the middle. That picks up a big chunk of it. Nico Ibarra caught it, fought his way down to the 23-yard line. This at least makes 4th down manageable. It's 4th down and 8. But even then, you can tell once Ibarra caught it, he didn't have a lot of energy to turn up the field and really go. I was hopeful Pottsville would pick up a lot of yards there. They did. So now it's 4th down and 8 from the 23 of the Elks. Elks adjust their defense. Pottsville actually has spread the formation. Mason back to pass. Still looking. Now throws it over the middle, and nobody home. Incomplete in the end zone. And that will hold on 4th down. I'm not sure, honestly, who that was intended for. Good blocking by the offensive line to give Nason plenty of time to throw the ball. Just wasn't able to find an open man.
Well, Steve, they did. They actually stayed on their blocks, held their blocks, and good pass blocking, but just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Elks have the ball, leading at 26-14. Normally, you'd start maybe thinking about running clock, but I don't think the Elks offense is built for that. And you don't want to get caught trying to do something you're not really good at doing. Elks in the spread formation, out of the pistol. I think we're going to get a steady dose of this to give us to Chairs. He goes off the left side, crosses the 25, breaks tackles at the 27 to the 28-yard line. A good pickup by Deshaun Chairs. That might have been Jaquay Walden, the ball carrier. Ball is marked at the 29-yard line, pickup of 6. And the Elks are at the line of scrimmage. Dean, the quarterback, takes the shotgun snap. Read option. He's going to give it to Hall, going to the left sideline. Davian Hall crosses the 40 up the sideline to the 41-yard line and then driven out of bounds at the 41. That's going to be another Elks 1st down. Tick, 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 tick. They'll reset the chains and start the clock again. And there'll be 8:35 to go as the Elks lead it 26-14.
Yeah, they're not getting any hurry to snap the ball, and Pottsville looks awful tired, Steve.
They do. Yeah, we're looking at a tired Apache football team, no doubt about that. Give is to, well, nobody, as it was a read option. The read was for the quarterback, Dean, to keep it. He gets hit right at the exchange, though, and driven down at the 40-yard line. Good play by the Apache defense that time. Tackle made by Nico Ibarra. He's played a very good game.
Steve, he has.
Ball is at the 41, so basically no gain on the play. 2nd down, 10. Coming up on 8 minutes to go in the game. The Apache defense desperately needs a stop. They're showing blitz. In fact, they're showing an all-out dog from the linebackers. Now the middle linebacker steps back up again, showing blitz. Elkins changes the play, and pressure by the Apaches is going to get home at the 35-yard line and sack the quarterback, Dizzy Dean. The Apaches showed blitz. never stepped out of it. Caleb Turek with the initial hit. Elks even changed the play, and the blitz still got there. Loss is back to the 35-yard line. It will be 3rd and 16.
Steve, you got to give a shout out to all the Elkins fans that made the trip tonight. They have a good showing across the way.
Yep, and we say a prayer for their safety on the way home because that's a tough drive on a muggy night. 3rd down and 16 for the Elks. They're at their own 35-yard line. Shotgun snap. Dean back to pass. Has a man wide open over the middle. It's complete at the 40, the 35, the 30-foot race to the end zone that the Elks are going to win, and it's going to be a touchdown to Aiden Williams.
Wow.
Pottsville looked like they had a cover 2, and the weak spot of a cover 2 is right over the middle. That's where Dean was able to hit Aiden Williams on the touchdown.
Yeah, not only hit him, but hit him in stride, Steve.
Yep. Williams didn't even have to slow down to catch the ball. That was pretty. 65 yards on the touchdown pass. Point after attempt coming. $77-yard touchdown drive. The Elks have had 2 very impressive touchdown drives. Point after attempt is no good. 6:58 left to go in the ball game. The Elks now lead the Apaches 32-14. We're back after this 30-second timeout. Welcome back. Pottsville trails this game by a score of 32-14. And the second half has been all Elk. Their speed and size and physicality, conditioning, they've been able to take control of this ball game and lead it 32-14.
It all happened in the third quarter, Steve.
Yeah, it sure did. Yeah, it sure did. Pottsville with a 2-point lead at the half, but they have been shut out in this second half. High kick is going to be taken by nobody. It's loose at the 10, picked up by the Apaches, tackled back at the 9 or the 8-yard line. Looked originally like R.J. Swain was going to catch that ball, and he could not get his hands on it. Now, luckily, Draxton Mediano was back there to cover, but Pottsville is going to start deep in their own territory.
Well, when things are not going your way, they're not going your way.
Right. I think at this point the Apaches just need to kind of go back to their base offense and let's get some things figured out and working, and the grand scheme of things, a loss here has absolutely no effect at all on your playoff situation. So I would think here maybe the idea would be let's go back to the base, let's put something together, and let's get a little confidence going. 6:54 to go in the game. The Apaches have it, 1st and 10. They trail 32-14. And the quarterback keeper goes straight ahead across the 15 to the 16. Nason the ball carrier that time. Just build on some little things. He picked up 5 yards to the 15.
Well, when you're down and you're 6:37 left in the ball game, Steve, you're right. Those are things you have to do, and you try to end this ball game on something positive and something you can build on for next week.
Dalton Vaughn made the stop for the Elks. I'm seeing a lot of clean jerseys on the field for Elkins, so they may have some of their second-team players out. Counter misdirection play comes up the middle. The give was to Villarreal. He crosses the 17 to the 18. Stopped short of the first down at the 19. He had to get to the 20. but a nice pickup. Or was that A-Day in the backfield carrying the ball? That was Bo A-Day, my mistake. .552 left to go in the ball game. The Apaches are trying to close on a positive note. They have a 3rd and 1 back at their 19-yard line. Villarreal is back in at the fullback spot. He's going to get the give right up the middle. And going to the, they fooled me. Eli Nason pulled it out, took it himself over the right side. Not only did he fool me, he fooled the Elks defense for another Heirloom Legal Service first down across the 25. To the, across the 30, to the 34. Apache defense, the Apaches aren't the only one who are tired. From the 34-yard line, 1st and 10, counter. Crossing at 35 up the right hash to the 36 to the 37. Nico Ibarra, the ball carrier. And he'll pick up 4 yards to the right. To the 38-yard line.
Well, Steve, they are moving the ball, and they have gone back to the basic offense that they were started with, but they're...
Ibarra limping to the sideline. Yeah. That will bring Colby Stevenson in on the offensive side of things.
I think Ibarra might have twisted an ankle a little bit.
Yep, might have just tweaked it a little bit. 2nd down and 6 for the Apaches. They're at their own 37. Nason with the toss, made the toss late. It's loose in the backfield. The Apaches fall on it. Good hustle play by Atkins to recover the ball, but that toss came way too late and was way behind Atkins. Timing was all incorrect on that one. Pottsville lucky to get the ball back, but they're going to lose about 12 on the play.
3rd and forever.
3rd and a heap again. They'll mark it at the 27. So 3rd and 17 as we tick down inside 4 minutes. Again, I don't want to keep harping on this, but we're seeing a tired Apache football team here because that's where things like that happen. They're going to try the toss again. This time it's made correctly, crossing the 30, the 35 up the left sideline. Driven out of bounds at the 37 was Eli Atkins. That's going to make it 4th down and at least reasonable. 4th down and about 7. And you just as well go for it at this point on your own end of the field. From the 36-yard line of the Apaches, they will go for it on 4th down and 7. They have to get to and cross the 43-yard line for 1st and 10. Trips to the right, one wide out to the left, basically a pistol formation. Nason back to pass, rolls to his right, throws it up, and it should have been intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. Jaquay Walden had 6 points right in front of him, and just couldn't quite put the grip on the football, and the defense will hold on downs.
Yeah, Kobe Stevenson actually gave him a little push because he knew he was about to intercept the ball and gave him a little push that might have kept him from intercepting.
Well, we knew this Elks team was going to be pretty good, and they are as advertised. They are very athletic. They are very physical.
Well-conditioned.
Well-conditioned. One of those cases where talent and preparation have met for this ball game, and the Elks have most certainly earned this one. Elks with a new quarterback, Landon Neal, wearing number 7. He's into the ball game, replacing Dizzy Dean. Neal takes the snap, gives it to the running back, Martin, working to the left at the 34-yard line, tackled at the 33.
Yeah, we have an Apache down. I don't know if it's cramps. I can't tell who it is.
See, I'll put my cheaters on here and see if we can. Yep, it is another muscle to be stretched out. Alrighty. I have not seen who the down player is, so I apologize. I don't want to take a guess, but we can tell from the way they're working on him that was a cramp. Next week, the Apaches on the road for the long road trip to Dardanelle. We'll need to leave about noon to get to Olive Garden and then over to that game.
You can go to Olive Garden in Fort Smith. Is
Yeah.
that what we're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're going to be away on assignment, so
Yeah, well,
I will be there.
well, I'll find you at Olive Garden.
Yeah, while you're gone, make sure you find an Olive Garden and have a breadstick for me.
Yeah.
Looks like that was Ryan Sanchez. He had some cramping issues earlier in this game. He is up and on the move. Ball is right at the 35-yard line. And we start the clock, and then they stop the clock. Kind of have to wait for the injured guy to get off the field here. Now we'll start it. 2nd and 9 for the Elks. We have 3 minutes remaining in this ball game. Elks lead it 32-14. And the Elks are in no hurry now. Landon Neal going to let the play clock run down. Takes the snap. Given the backfield as going to be met by the Apaches in the backfield. No gain on the play. Looks like Colby Stevenson might have got in to make the initial contact. Matter of fact, he lost a yard on the play back to the 36. So it'll be 3rd down for the Elks at the Apache 36. 2:40 and counting. We need to come up with a player of the game here, Brother Jim. We thank McNeely Plumbing for sponsoring the player of the game as the Elks come to the line of scrimmage. Justin, we'll give you a guess. You like Villarreal? I kind of do too. Bryson has played a good game tonight.
Yeah, he's played an excellent game, and of course Eli Nason as well. First start as a quarterback, but Villarreal picked up some good yardage for us tonight.
Yep.
Had a couple of touchdowns.
A couple of touchdowns in the first half. Got the Apaches a lead to the half. So we will name our McNeely Plumbing player of the game as Bryson Villarreal. Big number 7 from the fullback spot. That last play for the Elks amounted to negative yardage. It'll be all the way back at the 43. So a loss of about 7. It's 4th down and a bunch. And the Elks let the play clock expire, which will take the game clock down to 1:35. When they call a timeout. 1:35 left to go in this one. Elks lead at 32-14. We're back in 30 seconds.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
The Elkins Elks have made the long trip from Northwest Arkansas to John Needham Stadium, and they're on the verge of picking up a win in their opening game of the season. They lead Pottsville 32-14 with 1:32 left to go in the contest. Doesn't get any easier for the Apaches. Next week, the rivalry game against Dardanelle. The Sand Lizards have moved up to 5A, and last check, they were way ahead in their ball game. So some improvements to make for the Apaches. Looks like the Elks are going to punt the ball. At least they're in a punt formation. High snap, but a nice job bringing it down. Kick to the near side is going to hit at the 15, take an Elk bounce. The Apaches get out of the way. The Elks covered very well, letting it roll down to about the 3-yard line. I want to say that was Caden Huey. And now we have an Elks player who is down at the 30. And I would be willing to bet this is another cramp.
Yep.
Wish I had the pickle juice concession tonight.
Yeah.
I'd be making big bucks.
1:18 left in the ball game, Steve, and I think you probably just try to run some positive plays here in the ball game.
Jim, we appreciate your work tonight. Always a pleasure to join you for another year, the 20th season of the Apaches, 15th year for the broadcast.
Hey, Steve, it's been great, and just wish we had a W. You know, that's the thing about the ball game tonight. You know, you got 4 quarters, and we won the first 2, and they won the second 2, and they actually had more points in the last 2 than we did in the first 2.
Yep, that usually ends up bad.
Yeah, it does, you know.
Jaquay Walden was the player down. They got his calf muscles working again. We appreciate Justin Smith and all his hard work on the video side of things. Madeline Boyd was our camera person for tonight's stream. We appreciate that. We will have the Dardanelle game next week. I could be wrong, but I've got a sneaking suspicion there's going to be an awful lot of conditioning work this week.
Steve, I think so too.
Yep, and some hydration will need to be experienced.
Well, Steve, I've got an update on a score because I know you were wanting to know about the Morrilton Devil Dogs.
I was curious.
Morrilton beat Russellville tonight 13-7.
Congratulations to the Devil Dogs. Pottsville on the 1st and 10 play from the shadow of their own end zone from the 4. They go over the left side, cross the 10 to the 11-yard line. Ball carrier was Tate Cobb for the Apaches. He picks up 9 on the play. We are under a minute left to go on this one, and I am sorry to say we are just looking for the final score now. It is 2nd down and a yard, 47 seconds left to play. And the give on a counter will cross the 19. Yeah, just short of the 19, more like the 18-yard line. And that is a 1st and 10 for Pottsville, an Heirloom Legal Service. 1st down for the Apaches. Pottsville will snap the ball one more time. 32 left to go in the game. And then we will see everyone next week from Yell County, the shadow of Mount Nebo. That's actually one of my favorite stadiums. It's really pretty. Counter play coming in left for the Apaches. Met right at the line of scrimmage. Driven down for no gain. Austin Mullinax was the ball carrier for the Apaches. So Coach Rust getting some players some carries, and I think we are going to take this one to the house. Your final score tonight, the Elkins Elks with the long road trip. They win it 32-14. We'll be back and wrap this up after a 1-minute timeout on Pottsville Apache football. We want to say special thanks to Mahan Appraisal for help bringing you tonight's Pottsville Apache broadcast. The Apaches fall to the Elkins Elks 32-14. A very good first half of football for Pottsville. The Apaches came out like a house of fire and played very, very well in that first half and actually led this thing 14-12 at the halftime break. But, boy, in the second half, it was all Elk as the Elkins Elks win this ball game by a final of 32-14. Brother Jim, your final thoughts here.
Steve, you just summed it up. You know, Pottsville, man, they came out, they looked very good in the first 2 quarters. Billy Real, who was our player of the game, scored 2 touchdowns, and we special teams, the PAT, you know, took us into halftime with the 2-point lead. But third quarter, man, things changed. Elkins, they come alive, and man, Steve, the final ball game is the final score is Elkins on top and Pottsville's not, and hopefully next week's a new week.
We'll see everyone from Dardanelle next week. Again, for Brother Jim Huffman and the rest of the crew tonight, I'm Stephen Glenn. Thanks for your time. This time, till next time, so long, everybody.